So guys, just giving you the overhead view of the piles. Okay, so we have pile 1, which is the unfolding path tarot and that kind of amethyst colored crystal brooch. We have then the everyday tarot with that peacock feather, and then we have the dream visions tarot with that heart. So do your thing, and you can pick your pile. Royal family, welcome to my channel. I am the pick card Empress, and today we are asking, what is your person thinking and feeling about you right now? So we have 3 piles. The first pile is the unfolding path tarot. It's one of my newest acquisitions, and the back of the deck looks like this, because sometimes it helps to pick it. And there's this brooch that's connected with it. The second pile is also new. It is the everyday enchantment tarot. The back of the deck looks like this, and there is this brooch. The third pile is the Divine Visions Tarot. It's an indie deck published by one of our soul sisters, Emma. Sorry, the Dream Visions Tarot. And the back of the deck looks like this. Inside the deck looks like this. And it's with this heart here. Okay. So do your thing, pick your pile, and I'm going to be back with your reading. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am the Pick Card Empress, and today we are asking, what is your person's current thoughts and feelings about you? Okay, what are they thinking and feeling? Each pile comes with an extended, so this is your extended, where I did a channel letter. So in the extended, I'll read that, and we'll go into some other message they may have, and I will also look at what's happening in their immediate environment and their next actions towards you. But for the general reading, what we're going to be looking at is, what are they currently thinking and feeling about you right now? What is shifting for your person? Okay, what's shifting in their reality? What's happening spiritually to them? We're going to get some 3D messages from them, and then we're going to get some advice if you can't join me in the extended. Okay, so let's do this, guys. Okay, so I'm using a new deck. I just got it. It's called the Gypsy Fortunes. And from this, we're going to get a significator for your person. I'm just going to read intuitively, because these Gypsy Fortunes, they have their own system, and I've not yet learned it. So I'm going to read it kind of like the tarot, but the meanings are slightly similar anyways. Okay, underneath the deck, and you see this, I have to read intuitively. The whole hog. We have the world here, the whole hog. All right, so they think you are the world or the whole hog, and it's the whole hog in a very positive sense. They're seeing your potential, your abundance, and you're very abundant. And maybe you have a larger body, like me, right? Maybe you have a larger body. It's fluffy. Maybe you're there's something about your body that makes people feel safe, comfortable, makes people feel like you're fertile. Okay. Maybe you're a foodie. Maybe you are a foodie. Okay. But what they've also realized is that they've not been treating you well. They've not been nourishing you like you need to be nourished. They've not been treated you like the divine being that you really are. I'm curious about the bloody cards. I'm just going to look anyways. I want you to make sure you shouldn't just be deprived of the messages because of my ignorance. Okay, so let me look at 8 and see what 8 means. Okay. I mean, there aren't many cards. I really should bother. I should bother to check. Okay, we have the pig. You see, Tarot Association of the World. Well, we saw the World Lady, so I get it. And the key word is eternal soul. The appearance of the pig advises you to look beyond the surface to the real value of a situation. And I get that. I definitely get that. They weren't treating you the way you were meant to be treated. And question on which side of the equation it falls. Look beyond the facade. You are not seeing what's going on behind the front you've given. You need to dig deeper and realize you're not just the body you are in, and neither is anyone else. You need to focus on your soul's purpose and integrate this with the wisdom of your experiences to become whole. And the pig's challenge is, what do I see when I look back on my life? Right? So it's a call for deeper inquiry. Okay, and a call to go beyond physical appearances. So maybe you're not your person's physical type. Maybe you've never been attracted to somebody like you. Okay, you're just different, right? And maybe this caused them to kind of either put you on a shelf or put you on the back burner, right? Put you on the back burner because maybe you're dealing with someone who in the beginning was kind of shallow. But it looks like this is changing. It's like they're looking at you from a higher perspective and they're seeing the possibilities. And that wasn't even a significator. That's the underlying energy. So the underlying energy is that they're digging deeper. They're looking deeper. They're taking a second look. And it might be a second, third, fourth, and fifth look. Because there's something of value that they're seeing in you that they didn't see before. They're putting a little respect on your bloody name. Hell yeah. I like it already. All right, let's get a significator. Okay. What do we have here? No, I think this has reverse meaning. So, and it did come out reverse. All right, so we have card number 12. All right. What I'm getting from this in the reverse is that your person, they feel like there's a lot of obstacles towards coming towards you. Okay. Upright, this horse is galloping freely. But in reverse, they see the fence that they're meant to surmount, their challenge that they're meant to surmount in this life. They see it instead as a barrier, as an obstacle. They may even be feeling hemmed in or hedged in some particular way in your life. And they're just staring at you beyond the fence. But fear is making them immobile. That's what I feel with this card. I'm still going to go into the book, I feel. Fear is keeping them immobile. They don't know that they've been built for this, okay? They are a natural show jumper, all right? But they're not even using that abilities because it looks like that part of themselves is like a part of themselves that they've forgotten. So this person's just like cloaked in fear at this time. Let's have a look. All right, we have the rider. Associations is the strength. Exactly. They're not standing in their power, right? The rider indicates forward momentum in a situation, moving ahead, overcoming an obstacle. He shows that you have the inner strength you need. Apply the strength of love to the situation. Use praise and positive reinforcement to attain your goals. And in reverse, it says, the situation is out of control and you need help. You lack strength and coordination and are trying to do something you do not have the skill for. So it's like they've forgotten their power as a divine being. They've forgotten who they are. Okay? So they see your value. They want to come towards you, but this is someone who's cloaked in fear and still wrapped up in who the world has told them they are. Okay? All right, let's look at the thinking and feeling and see if that's a little bit better. All right, but they want to come towards you. They know where they want to go. But, fear. Can they really do it? They're looking at that fence. Can they really overcome that obstacle? Can they really do it? What if they fall? What if they fall and everybody sees? Because it's one thing to fall and then there's another thing for everybody to see, right? It's those sort of thoughts that are going through a person's head. They know where they want to go, but can they really do it? Can they really, really do it? Underneath the deck, Eight of Cups in reverse. I told you, Eight of Cups in reverse is like, I know I need to walk away from a particular situation or habit. I know it's not good for me. I know it's toxic, but I feel like I can't. It's like you're not summoning your inner willpower to do it. All right, let's get 6 cards. Let's see how they're thinking and feeling. All right, we have, it came out in reverse, and I feel that is the energy. It's an energy of indecision. You know what you want to do, but you don't even know if you have the efficacy to get it done. The Emperor. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. The King of... Oh, there's a King of Cups in reverse. The Queen of Pentacles upright. I think that's you though. That ain't them. That ain't them. That's a bit too much. Let me just get one more card. Let's put just one more card so I can live it. Okay, beautiful. And then we have Justice. Okay, I like that as the last card. Okay, to be honest. And then there's, yeah, they're getting a wake-up call. That's what happened. All right. So what am I getting? I'm getting that your person knows what they need to do. I think your person knows that they are the Emperor. I think your person knows that they need to come forward and talk to you. I think they know all these things. But there's something that's holding your person back. And you know what it is? It is family programming. Look at right here. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Now, usually it's my breakup card. It's my divorce card. But today what I'm getting is family dysfunction. Dysfunctional, toxic habits, traits, and philosophies. Okay? I think your person grew up in a home where they were emotionally mind-fucked, basically. That's what I'm getting. I feel the father energy in the home was either absent or, those presentism. They're present in body but absent in spirit. One of those. And whatever your person downloaded from that experience, they downloaded that they weren't worthy of love. They also downloaded that the emotional realm is not safe. They also downloaded that to show your emotions or to display your emotions is to put you up or set you up for some sort of manipulation by other people. Whatever they downloaded is that love wasn't real. It was non-existent. So there are all these things that your person thinks about love that they are being challenged by you to throw away. Now that's a hard ask, right? That's a hard ask because this person has lived their life with this as their truth, as one of their truth. And then suddenly you come along, you can do it. You can do it. Love exists. And they're like, what? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? So you're calling them into another reality here that's far removed from their comfort zone. And they feel this magnetism towards you. They really do. You're looking really attractive here. You're a queen. You're there on your throne. Your space is comfy. Your space is welcoming. Maybe your home is quite welcoming. Maybe your energy is welcoming and nurturing, and they're feeling that love and all that emotion that they didn't get as a child. So this person's really tempted to come towards you. They feel like with you, this, like their life is going to take off. It is going to be abundant. They know that it's going to be something loving. It's going to be an event. They feel like in your relationship, they can be treated as an equal. They feel like they will be supported, just as they often support others. They feel like they will be able to trust because they see you as a truth speaker. They feel that you have an innate fairness about you that will not allow you to take advantage of someone. So this person feels safe with you. The only thing that is holding them back is the mind. Especially if this person has a long memory. The mind, they just can't let go of their past and the things that they were told. And as a child, you just soak in everything in as a sponge, like a sponge, and everything is your fault. And you really kind of demonize yourself for the things that others may project onto you. When I was younger, I used to watch the Maury show a lot, and he would have this segment called it's kind of like How You Like Me Now, or getting revenge on your high school crush or some shit like that, or your high school bully. Your high school bully, right? Getting revenge on your high school bully by, you're coming out looking hot or whatever it is. And then these people would come on and they would tell all these horrific stories about how they were bullied in childhood and the impact that had on their life and their relationships. And, it was just such a crushing experience to them. And they can remember every detail and what they were wearing and what happened. And they would go on and on. And invariably, the bully would come out and they don't remember shit. So there's this person toting around all that baggage on their back, sabotaging all their relationships, sabotaging themselves, abandoning themselves to fit in because they've really taken on this, whatever's been projected towards them. And the bully doesn't remember shit, has been living their life happy-go-lucky, and has no idea that they have changed the course of this person's life. And this is what I feel with your person. They have collected so much things. I'm going to put this up right and send that energy and, encode that energy. They have been told so much things from their family. Maybe bullies, maybe that's why I brought up bullies at school. Bullies at school about maybe themselves, their appearance, their aptitude. And people just say it, especially people you trust, sometimes can say the most hurtful things. And it's like they're not thinking about, why would you say that to a child? Why would you say that to a child? My math teacher, when I was 14, telling me that I will never pass the national math exam, that I would get a 5. Now you're graded from 1 to 5. 5 being the lowest. 5 basically you just wrote your name. That's what that guy told me. I said, oh really? Well, I'm not the type that just, takes in all that kind of stuff and takes it as my truth. I showed him. I passed that exam. Well, too. But not everybody looks at life like that. And not in every circumstance. There are other people who have bullied me in school, and I remember everything. I've encoded everything. And I think this is what has happened to a person. the way they look at themselves is really a collection of the way people have looked at them. And then what is the lens that these people have been looking out through their own projections, their own wounding, you understand? So, you know, it's your person has some debriefing to do. That's what I get. They have some debriefing to do before they feel efficacious enough to jump over that fence. All right, there's some restructuring in the brain that they need to know. I think this is what they're doing right now, to be honest. Right? They have to shed all the projections of their narcissistic family members, because that's what I'm feeling with this. Narcissistic family members who could not support them emotionally and only had time to basically give them a bloody complex. But this person is blown away by you. They're well impressed by you. And they also know that you guys are meant to be together. They know that they're the emperor. They do know. They know that they are your counterpart. And I think they keep tabs on you. We have this page of swords here. So they're always looking to see what you're doing. You know, I feel like in their mind, you're like the one that got away. Right? That's what I see with this 10 of Pentacles as well. That's the message I get with that today. And they're being prodded to come towards you and make you this offer. They see how they have it in their hand already. Right? To make you this offer. But you know, they got to get their head right. It's a head game. It's like an athlete. 90% of it isn't the physical performance. It is the mental aptitude and the mental strength. And this is what they have to realize. So that's what they're thinking and feeling about you right now. Let's see what's shifting for your person. What's changing within them. I'm going to be using the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. Again, another deck that I'll be reading intuitively. Let's see what's shifting for your person. What's shifting in their psyche? What's shifting in their psyche? What's shifting in their psyche? Let's have a look here. Let's have a look, see, guys. And underneath the deck, we have exaltation. This person just feels so happy. It's like a growing, like my guides are showing me just like a small spark. And then this fire that grows inside your person. It's like, oh, and they show me how you've basically lit a fire underneath their heart and just warmed that cold heart, and now it's melted. So they don't even know what to do with a melted heart right now. But you've brought them just so much happiness. I'm getting 2 of Cups vibes with this. Alright, what's shifting for your person? Let's get 4 cards. We have discrimination. And I'm really drawn towards all the butterflies and the work that's being done in this person's solar plexus. Alright, I really feel like your person has been bullied or been treated differently by their tribe. We have caution. What's shifting? Companionship. Let's use this deck more on indecision. I love this lineup for what's shifting for them. Absolutely. I love this lineup. Alright, so let's start here. What's shifting for them? I feel like your person had a persecution complex. And you know what? It's very understandable how they could have a persecution complex, because I really do feel like your person has always been bullied by their family members, by persons at school, maybe by persons on their job, and they I think your person, because of this experience, they learn to be like a people pleaser. You know what? The way to get away from being bullied is to fit in, and the way to fit in is to please everybody. So I feel like this persecution complex, it's shifting, it's changing. They are transforming. Their self-concept, their self-esteem. This is also transforming. Okay, they're really building themselves from the ground up, and this is an exercise that they are doing in silence. People don't know about this, so maybe they're listening to so maybe some kind of life coach on YouTube. So there's something like that that's happening, but they're doing some kind of inner engineering that no one else can see, and this is making them shed this persecution complex that they have. They're taking back their power from their past and the persons who may have hurt them. Now, what is happening here? As a result of this and really building their self-esteem, they're taking a lot more risk. And there's another 6 that's come out here. In fact, we have 6677. Beautiful numbers. Okay. As they love themselves more, as they work on their self-esteem, okay, that fear, this innate fear, or this caution that they have always exercised. Well, maybe they've called it caution, but it's really fear. This is changing. They are turning from the scared little lamb. Why am I saying lamb? It's a deer. The scared little deer to a leader, a king, a queen, a royal. They're no longer making every step with trepidation. It's like their confidence is just really coming online. Now, because they are changing, their clique, their social group, the persons that they may have aligned themselves with, maybe if your person has someone like romantically, even this is shifting because they are no longer a vibrational match to the persons that are around them. Remember, your person was so wounded, so they would have attracted persons who would have recreated these wounded experiences. So now that your person is different, they're no longer vibrating in alignment or resonance with those people that they would have previously attracted to themselves. So all their friendships are changing. Their romantic relationships and who they wish to be aligned with is changing. And maybe even there might even be a shift on their job. Because whatever job they would have taken on would have been the job that they felt compelled to align themselves to get some sort of validation. So everything, your person's whole tribe is changing, and this energy of indecision that they've always had, because your person always had a problem, making decisions for themselves. Am I making the right choice? Are people going to judge me? La 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 la. They don't give a flying about that anymore. Because they're realizing pandering to people's opinions and emotions never got them anywhere. In fact, all that happened is they found themselves just hiding themselves away. They're not doing that anymore. I see here this angel dressed in yellow. They're saying this archangel, Jophiel, has been working with them and working on their self-confidence. And your person is ready to show themselves to the world. So there are big changes that are happening to your person as they heal. And I think before long, you see this jumper here, this rider, is going to be upright. I've turned it upright. Let's ground that energy for your person. Let's see what's happening to your person spiritually. This is one of my decks. The Twin Experience deck. Let's see what's happening to them spiritually. What's happening underneath the deck? Unconditional love for self. Yeah, we picked it up. That's what they're working on now. They're working on their self-love. We have Scorpio. right? And Scorpio, death, sex, and transformation. We have songs, which is interesting because some songs came through in the letter that I'm going to read in the extended. So they are definitely sending you messages through songs. So I'll be really curious to see what songs came through for file one. We have karmic cycle, I do believe. And we have deception. All right. So what's happening for them spiritually? Well, they're going through this big transformation. We saw it. And it's right on this transformation card. Everything about them is shifting. The way they look at life, the way they look at spirituality, the way they look at their sexuality, the way they will look at themselves, the way they look at the world, the way they look at their companions. Everything is changing and shifting. And this is closing off a massive cycle of being addicted to validation. That's what I feel. That's what I'm feeling. Of being addicted to external validation for your person. They're no longer relying on others for their sense of self. Now, what's happening for them spiritually? I do think that for some of you guys, somebody in their world is like dabbling to kind of cloud their vision, cloud their third eye. I really do think so. But I don't think they're going to have much effect because your person is in this powerful Scorpio energy. I do think as well that your person has realized that like they've been living a lie. They've been hiding themselves away. They've been hiding their power away. They've been hiding everything about themselves. They've been living behind a mask. I think this is something that is really coming forward in a very powerful way for your person. They've been deceiving themselves and they've been deceiving others. And perhaps the only person that saw through them might have been you. I'm also getting that they are connecting with you and communicating with you telepathically. So if there are songs that kind of come on out of the blue, or your radio just come on just like that, or there's a sound that you're drawn to, or that you hear some kind of song just playing on repeat in your head, that is them communicating with you. I would listen to the lyrics and see what resonates. Okay, but they are definitely communicating with you telepathically. The telepathic bond between you guys is particularly strong at this time because they're here in the Scorpio energy. Scorpio is a natural mystic. Scorpio and Virgo. Scorpio, Virgo, Cancer, and Pisces. They're natural mystics. They're natural mystics. All right. Let's see what their 3D self wants you to know right now. So if you want to listen to the letter, it's going to be in the extended. We're going to look and see what song came through. And then we're going to read the rest of the letter, okay? We have shatter. I told you, you shattered this person's heart. You just broke it open. Broke it open. And all the illusions and delusions that they've had in the facade, it's just shattered. It's there on the floor. And they're leaving it there on the floor. We have a mirror. Interesting message to come through. We have cat and mouse. We have courage. And we got heartbreak again. I really think you've cracked open this person's heart. All right, so what am I getting here? I'm getting that maybe you and this person might have been in runner chaser mode for quite a long time, okay? And it's because you were mirroring back to them themselves, and that was a very triggering experience because I feel like this person, now there's some people who don't have the capacity to introspect or to see themselves clearly. I mean, all of us from time to time do get blinded to ourselves, but I feel like for this person, the ego was particularly strong. The ego was particularly strong. And usually you see that especially in persons where a strong ego is required. So police officers, firefighters, army personnel, anything that requires you to kind of hold your emotions inside and to become like slightly numb in order to survive, it's really hard for them to be self-reflective, because that's a very emotional exercise, okay? And their job demands that they kind of divorce themselves from their emotions in order to just, exist and have a normal life. I mean, you're coming into contact with the worst parts of humanity every day. The only way you survive that is to really just kind of shut down your emotions, right? So you held a mirror to themselves. They had not access since childhood, I think this was a very triggering experience. They didn't have the emotional tools at that time to deal with it. So I feel like you guys have been playing on like a cat and mouse game for a long time. But through this same mirror that they were running from, they were able to see themselves and see their value and see their divinity, right? Spirit is also saying that this process that they're going through, you are also going through it as well. You guys are mirroring each other in this aspect. So everything that I've said about this person may also pertain to you if you're really honest about yourself. Anyways, the important part is you've really cracked open this person's heart, and now they're accessing that emotional side that they kind of disassociated from. So they're becoming this whole person. And becoming this whole person is giving them the courage to make the decisions that best suit them and honor their true self at this time. And that's a very powerful thing. That's a very powerful thing. All right, so let me get some advice and then we'll go into the extended. We're going to look at that letter. We're going to get some more messages. We're going to see what's happening in their immediate environment. It looks like there's a shakeup that's going on every level. And then we're going to look at their potential actions towards you, and then we'll get some more advice. All right, what's the advice right now? We have the promise. We have soulmates, attraction, partnership. I think this person's remembering that you guys are soulmates, and they're coming into alignment with your contractual arrangement. All right, so let's see. What is the message here? We have harmonic resolution. It says negativity, anger, and transmutation. And I think this is what's being transmuted. Negativity, anger, the hurts from the past, the pain. Karmic cycles. You see all the swirling energy? It reminds me of karmic cycles. Things that have been hidden deep. It looks like there's harmonizing within the psyche. And because there's harmonizing within the psyche, for both of you guys, there's going to be harmony in your connection. Let me read from this book. It's a card number 19. And 19 is the sun. Beautiful. And the sun is the highest form of masculine energy. It's even higher than the emperor, right? Because the sun is Ra. All right, so let's see. Card number 25. What am I saying, 25? All right, we'll look at card number 25. I don't know why I said that. Card number 19. Harmonic resolution. Celestial interpretation. This is the magical dimensions deck. So, celestial interpretation. They said this image is connected with the lavender red color ray. So, if you're in that ray, this may also resonate for you. Harmonic resolution resonates to the thickness and heaviness of the lower dimensions. This can cause disturbance and scattering of energies and over-identification with energies of frustration, anger, isolation, and confusion, which disrupts the auric field. Okay, so that's what your person was in. Divine light codes transmute these emotions, diffusing and disarming low emotional states, and returns the auric field to harmony, peace, and serenity. And the oracle interpretation for this card is: you need to acknowledge some of the lower emotions, hidden negativity, frustration, and confusion that might be a factor right now. Release any unfocused or distracting mental chatter. Breathe deeply and diffuse excessive mental and emotional energies to regain your balance. So this person is an overthinker, but Spirit saying you're an overthinker too, right? You may also be attracted to people in your life who are operating from lower vibrations, and you need to disconnect from this. So what was happening to your person has also been happening to you. So Spirit is asking you, Where in your life have you suppressed some negative emotions? Where in your life do you have some unresolved issues? They're asking you to bring this into harmony. And they're saying the best crystals to work with is rhodonite and shungite. And then the best essential oil is Palo Santo, which I absolutely love, by the way. All right, let's read card number 25 because I don't know why I came up with that. 25, it says isolation. And this image connects with the violet-white color ray. Isolation resonates to that of unification with mental powers and emotional insights of the soul, which is exactly what your person was also doing. It is that the interplay between the mental, the mind, and the heart, right? This sacred ray prompts us to awaken hidden memories that spark a matrix of inner soul and universal brotherhood. The supportive ray helps bridge a telepathic reunion to the soul's true home, encouraging a sense of communion and fellowship and love for all of creation. And the oracle interpretation here is there's a familiar connection that wants to come into your life. Well, we saw that. Remember, you guys have this telepathic connection that is growing. A connection where you may feel deja vu. If you're feeling a sense of loneliness or have been desiring a reconnection with your tribe or soul star family, this is a good time to make intentions to reach out and connect. The truth is you are never alone. All you need to do is ask to contact home, and your soul star family will show up with open arms. Time to stop hiding and get involved in community. And the best crystal to work with is snowflake obsidian, mookaite, and the best essential oil to use is vanilla. So Spirit is saying, if you want to reconnect with this person, send out a telepathic SOS. They're listening. They are listening. All right, my love, so that was a reading. I hope that was helpful for you. Take care. And if you're able to join me in extended, please do. Otherwise, your likes, your shares, dislikes, your comments, clicking on the ads, they all help our channel expand and grow. And I'm very grateful for you. All right, my love. Take care. Bye. Hey, Baltu, if you chose the Everyday Enchantment Tarot and this peacock feather, okay. This is going to be a reading right after I turn off my alarm, and it's reminding me about a meeting that I have with Charlotte today. So maybe this person in this power, maybe you're gonna hear from them. Maybe they want to meet up. They want to chat. About the way forward. Maybe they want to chat about collaborating with you, because that's what I'm going to talk to Charlotte about on next collaboration. Yeah. All right. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. And let's see the messages that come through. All right, so let's get a significator from your person that's going to represent the energy towards you at this time, guys. Now remember, if you're in a twin flame or higher level soulmate connection, you can follow me on my other channel, Made for Love. That's my main channel, really. All I try to treat you guys equally. On Made for Love, where I channel messages for that collective. Okay. It is 2 and it is in reverse. It is the moon. And then here we have 18, the moon, and we have this wedding. All right, what am I getting from this? Your person feels blocked from coming towards you, and I feel they feel blocked from coming towards you because they have some other commitment here. Okay, they have some other commitment. They might be married. It could be something high level, right? But the path is blocked, and because the path is blocked, and they find that it might be incredibly difficult to come towards you, they're trying to pretend or Try to stuff down the feelings that they're feeling for you. For some of you in this pile, you and your person share a very deep connection. And maybe that's why, because I didn't tell the first pile about my other channel and twin flames and stuff. So, and I usually don't in my readings, but I did tell you guys. So maybe you guys share a deeply telepathic spiritual connection, and they find that very overwhelming, and they find that very difficult to manage because they are in a connection with someone else. So they're trying to block this out right now. It's making them, just feel just pressured, and they don't see the way out. I do think eventually this person will come forward and perhaps offer the hand of friendship. I do see that there, that they feel that this may be the happy compromise, but this is still not them being their truest self, because their truest self wants to be with you. So let's get a card. Significator for the energy towards you at this time. All right. Yeah, they want to move forward. Now, there's a train here. The train represents movement. But I feel like the little engine that could, right? So I feel like they're taking their time. But the little engine that could, he's first filled with doubt. And then when he sees that he can, that's when his confidence kind of grows. So I feel this is what's happening with your person. They realize they have to just start, just get that momentum going. And then they're going to eventually get where they need to go, which is towards you. Now, this is like a chariot card. It's a card number 34, and 34, of course, reduces to 7. But what I also get which is forward movement, right? So they want to come towards you. But Spirit is saying in order for them to come towards you, they need to be balanced in their masculine and feminine energies. And it looks like from that moon card that was in the reverse at the bottom of the deck, that number 2 card, High Priestess card, that was in reverse at the bottom of the deck, they have been trying to block off their feminine or spiritual energy. And they need that guidance to come forward towards you. So Spirit is saying, you're going to see forward movement. This person's coming towards you, but there's a balancing act that needs to take place between their masculine and feminine energy, that energy of action and an energy of knowing and creation. Okay, so the energy towards you, they're coming, right? There's a head game that's going on with them as well, right? So, the ego is still trying to play a major role in your person's life, right? And this is what they have to overcome in order to really move towards you. It's a head game. It's a head game. All right. It's just like an athlete. It's in the mind. So it looks like they're making that adjustment. All right. Let's see how they're thinking and feeling about you at this time. Let's have a look, guys. I feel like they want to meet up. For some of them, they want to travel to come towards you. Maybe you guys live a ways away, so they might want to come and see you. But this is definitely forward movement. It's all about the lovers. This is just a gorgeous deck. Look at this card. And then I feel like this is how your person feels. I feel like this is your person here. I don't see it showing my chip down in your polish. I think that this is your person here. And I feel like they always thought that you would be there, I guess, watching them live their life, right? But they're afraid now. I don't know what happened, but they're afraid now that you're going to hook up with somebody else. And this has really brought to the surface a lot of repressed feelings that they had about you. Look, the swans in the back then. Swans always represent soulmates. And then we have these beautiful lovers here, lovers for a lifetime here. And I'm really getting a lot of soulmate energy, a lot of twin flame energy from this particular pile. They realize that, they may be with other people, but the heart ain't with those other people. I think this person also has visions of you guys together, visions of the future. I think visions of past lives even. And this is really making them realize how much they love you. Something about these pink petals may remind me of the cherry blossoms. So maybe you're going to see a lot of this coming together in the springtime, whenever the springtime for you. I'm also getting that this surfacing of emotions is very, very new. Very, very new. I think your person was fooling themselves as to who you were to them. But now, like, they know. I think they may have tried to sabotage this connection, maybe numerous times. and it's just not worked. So they have no choice. So they can't forget about you, so they just have to move towards you, All right, let's see what they're thinking and feeling. All right, we have the Ten of Pentacles. And we keep getting these, visions. We have the dogs, of course. We have older persons. So we have those that came before. We have the generation, the descendants that are to come. And these two girls look like twins as well. So a lot of twin flame energy in this plan. Maybe you guys are meant to have twin girls. I don't know. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse. And in my readings, all reverse court cards are karmic energies. So that's why I feel like as well that they're with someone else. Or they could be embodying that energy. We have the Four of Wands in reverse next to this Queen of Swords in reverse. We have the Ten of Wands. We've got the Page of Wands. There's a feeling of discovery about this card. Exploration. And you've got the Star. They see you as a cut above the rest. You stand out. I mean, look at how much people are in this bloody crowd. Okay? And this is like a dump, like a salvage yard. Right? This might even be a war because I'm seeing, like, in the building in the background here. It reminds me of, like, when they bombed a lot of those eastern countries. All the windows blown out and, just ravaged. I'm seeing people like a rescue crew. Rescue or recovery crew. I think that they see you as a star. They see you as a healer. They see you as someone who has helped them heal themselves, helped them realize who they really are inside. I think your person, before they met you, they felt very desolate. And I think this had a lot to do with who they surrounded themselves with. When you surround yourself with enough negative people, you will have enough negative experiences that will make you feel very cynical about the world, and it causes like a little death. It's like you're dying inside, right? And then suddenly there's this like bright light. There's this, breath of fresh air. This breath of fresh air that makes you see the world a different way. And it's not how, you and the person that you usually surround yourself with think. So it is just, it's like your person's breathing new life, you know. Maybe there's something about how you look at the world, your philosophies, especially you have a kind of childlike outlook on the world where everything is possible. This person really appreciates. I think you've really, I don't like to use the word saved, you know, because I don't want to buy into any kind of savior complex. But I think that the perspective that you have offered your person has allowed them to heal themselves and save themselves. That's what I get from this. But they see you as an absolute star. You stand out from everybody, and in the midst of destruction, you're this lifeline. You are a lifeline. I think from there, now usually I read them this way, but I don't know, I'm starting at the end. I think because of you, they've done a lot of exploration when it comes to their spirituality. And I think ancestral energies, deva energies, elementals has played a big role in their spiritual journey thus far. I am getting that they're doing a lot of inner child work. And again, you've triggered all of this. Maybe something you've told them or how they've seen you live your life, the way that you help others. It's really allowing them to explore themselves and to find their own light in the midst of this kind of thick forest here. And it's like a forest of darkness, doom. And they're just fearlessly navigating this thing. I feel like this their spirit guides in the back here, cheering them on. You can do it, right? So it's like, because they're showing me somebody like being revived on an operating table with a defibrillator. It's like you've jump-started their heart, you know? And they feel reborn. So this is a child, the inner child being reborn, you know? And I feel like the inner child has felt stifled and suffocated under the pressure of life, especially their job. And it's like everybody's demanding their attention, and nothing that they do feels good enough. There's somebody ringing on the phone, there's this discarded piece of paper. It's like they've lost confidence in themselves. It's 10 o'clock at night, so your person could be overworking. Okay, the world's asleep and they're up, just over-medicating themselves. For some of them, they might be in addiction because they're just trying to cope with everything that's been thrown at them. But there's something about you, because the 10 of Wands goes to the Ace of Wands. There's something about you that's brought new vitality into your person's world. Now, your person thinks that, those persons who have everything, they see you as someone who has everything. They don't even know what they can give to you in this relationship because you have everything. And they can envision everything with you. They can envision their descendants. Maybe it's fur babies. Who knows, right? Maybe it's fur babies. Spending holiday time together, family vacations. They can see it all. They can see it all. Where this person may not have traditionally wanted to be a family person, now they can see it all and see it so vividly. Because this couple is looking on at their family and like, yeah, we made the right decision. Isn't this wonderful? Isn't this heaven on earth? And I feel that's what they see. They see heaven on earth. They see happiness. They see generational legacy. When they think about you, I think this person's really put you on a pedestal. Now, of course, we have some kind of fly in the ointment here, and I feel like these two cards come together. In order for them to move towards you like they want to do, sacrifices have to be made. These sacrifices might be the time they currently put in at their job, because I feel like we are tapping into a workaholic. These sacrifices might be some of the people around them and trading them in for people who will be their cheerleader, okay, and not, give them a kind of dystopian view of the world, right? Or it may mean letting go of a partner who has been, very verbally abusive and, like a dream killer. They're dream killers. Before you even before you even tell them your idea properly, they have found ways why it won't work. This is one of those. This is one of those. So they feel like in order to come towards you, this has to be sacrificed. It's got to be sacrificed on the altar of love. Interesting. So they feel like they have to break up with someone, divorce someone. They feel like one of the major holdups is this connection that they have with someone else. This is why this twin flame connection is being delayed. That's what they feel. It's because of this energy in their life. Now, this energy could be represented by, definitely, a physical person in their life, but this could be the energy that they're embodying. And Queen of Swords reversed as an energy is the energy of not being true to yourself. It is the energy of the mask. It is the energy of, I wouldn't say pathological liar, but I kind of say pathological liar. That is the energy. It's the energy of telling lies to others, but it's also the energy of telling lies to yourself. And they realize that this energy has to go. In fact, this is the energy that made them try to deny their feelings for you in the first place. It's got to go. So, this is what they're feeling. This is what they're thinking. But to them, you're it. You're it. You're this light in the darkness. It's like they were living this kind of dystopian lifestyle, and then, bam, there's this someone who's just unoriginal, and makes you look at life in a different way. It makes you see a different perspective, and it's just like revitalized your person. It's like connected them to the divine, All right, let's have a look at what is shifting for your person right now. And for this, I'm going to be using the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. I don't use it often, but I pulled it out for this reading, and I really like it. I really like it, guys. What's shifting for your person right now? We have excitement. It's like they found the joy in life again. They found the joy in life again. That's what I get with this. It's because of you. This is card number 3. It's because of the Empress. All right, so what's shifting for your person? We have indecision. I think this came out as a this came out in Power 1, so you might be able to watch up Power 1. We have quarrel. Oh, now Queen of Swords in reverse They like to argue, eh? And they like sparring, and they like verbal altercations. It makes them feel alive. So we have quarrel. We have drama. And we have negotiation. Beautiful. I find it such a beautiful lineup because it talks about someone who is stepping into their own power and choosing themselves. What is ending for your person? Indecision. Okay. I feel like your person, they're a people pleaser. Let's just put it out there, guys. They're a people pleaser. Okay. And they've just never chosen themselves. And because they've never really chosen themselves, there's a part of themselves that they hide from the world because they just show the world the angelic side, that light side, because they want people to approve of them. They want people to validate them. They want people to choose them. Whilst the real self is here, maybe depressed, maybe in darkness, and is never shown to the world. So this is changing because your person, they're realizing that their needs matter. Their needs matter. And I think that is why we have this other energy now. These are two card number 7s. So we started with 7 and then we have 7, 7 here again. They're no longer willing to compromise themselves, their principles, their ideals just to fit in. Okay, and if you look at this might even be somebody coming out of the closet, to be honest. Because this energy here is like the epitome of masculine and feminine energy. I'm getting a lot of like a world card kind of vibe with this person, right? Masculine and feminine energies. And it's like they're allowing themselves to show all of themselves to the world. It's like I'm coming out because I'm hearing it. I'm coming out. It's like they're going to show their whole complete self to the world, and who doesn't like it? That's a business. Okay? They're just tired. They're tired of all the drama in their life. They're tired of all the quarreling in their life. All the bickering, all the fighting. They're tired of it. But I think, in the past, this drama, bickering, quarreling, and all of that kind of used to rejuvenate your person. There's some people who love drama. They thrive on drama. The energy of drama really rejuvenates them. I think your person was like that. But now that they've seen a different side to things, they desire peace, they desire harmony, and they desire authenticity. So all this drama and all the entanglements, because that's what I'm getting from this card, all the drama and all the entanglements, they're leaving that behind. They're ready for something stable. They're ready for Ace of Pentacles. They're ready to stand in their power, their strength. Any kind of disagreements, they're just ready to squash it. They just want peace. They don't need the adrenaline rush of drama any longer. They just want peace. Peace in their spirit. So they're coming out, and who doesn't like them? Well, you know what? That's your business. That's your business, right? They have to deal with that. Your person doesn't care. This is who they are. This is who they are. All right, let's look at what's happening spiritually for your person. What's happening spiritually? And this is my twin experience deck. So spiritually, what's happening? Spiritually, what's happening with your person? Underneath the deck, we have unconditional love for self. I think this also came out for Power 1. So you can definitely watch Power 1. Yeah. They're prioritizing themselves. You know what? They deserve to be happy. They deserve to be loved. And they have one life to live. And they want to live it in an authentic way. So what is happening? We have the death of the ego. Yeah, this is a taking off of the mask, right? They're being unmasked by themselves, right? Yeah. They're tired of playing pretend. We have depression, right? So this ego death teamed up with this depression. This is definitely a transformation that they're going through here. The inner child. I felt it with these first set of cards. I think your person is doing a lot of inner child work and really focusing on just nurturing themselves, reparenting themselves, giving themselves that love, joy, and care that they didn't receive as a child, right? And it's that neglect that made them, hunger for people's approval, that made them become that people pleaser, So they're doing a lot of work on that. And they might be expanding their horizons, expanding their thoughts, because Aquarius is the energy of enlightenment. And it's also the energy of the collective, so it's seeing beyond yourself. What is my purpose? What am I here to give to the world? How can I share my light, share my gifts with the world instead of just thinking about the mundane day-to-day basis. So this is someone who is on this hermit's journey, and it looks like they've found themselves. Now, when you find yourself, yes, it's a beautiful thing, but it's also and can be a very sad and isolating occasion, because who you are may not resonate with those you've initially surrounded yourself with. And I think this is what your person's recognizing, right? These people that are around them, they're like, yeah, this is not me. I can't do this. I can't do it. So I feel like your person's spending a lot of time in solitude right now. Just trying to figure out, like, what's the next step. I think they're trying to figure out as well their belief system and, just their truths. That's their truths. That's what I get from this whole lineup, right? That's their truths. Powering through a lot of pain, a lot of wounding, and allowing their true self to be unveiled. And this is what I get there. That's what I get. Okay. What does your person's 3D self want you to know right now? Now, after this, I'm going to get some advice from Spirit, just in case you can't join me in the extended. But in the extended, I'm going to read a letter from your person. It's a channel letter. And then after I read the channel letter, we're going to see what else they want to let you know. We're going to look at what's happening in their physical environment, their immediate environment. And then we're going to look at actions towards you. Within a month's time, I'll be watching this reading. And then we're going to close off with some more advice from Spirit. But right now, we want to know what do they want you to know? What they dream about you a lot. They do a lot of fantasizing, and I thought so. It's like they can see you guys together. They're getting the vision of what it's going to all be like. And I think this daydreaming that they're doing, it's come like a form of manifestation. So this person's manifesting you. What do they want you to know? Well, one, we have hinting. I feel like they're going to come forward and if not openly talk about their feelings, they're definitely going to drop some strong hints, because now they're afraid of rejection. They're still kind of fragile, right? They're afraid of rejection. And I feel like this person may have taken a long time, so they're not even sure if you feel the same way about them still. So they're going to come to, like, test out the waters. That's what I get with that. They're coming to test out their waters. And like when you have your ego death, right? And you return to innocence, return to that childlike state, it's like there's a vulnerability and a shyness about you that you get. So I'm feeling that energy from your person. It's very sweet. Yeah, they really have the hots for you. So besides the feelings that they have for you, this person sexually, and look, the words are here again, fantasizing about you, right? Passionate, obsession, lust, wanting to make love, intense sexual chemistry. Yeah, I definitely get that. Definitely get that, because there's no one else like you. You're just an original. You're not basic. You're not a basic bitch. Right? You're not. So they're really magnetized towards you, and they have a lot of regrets about the decisions that they made whilst they were deep in their ego. I'm feeling kind of foolish about the things they may have done to you, the ways they may have abandoned you, that kind of thing. They realize they weren't their best self. They weren't their best self. What else do they want you to know? Well, they're watching your social media, so put up your best pics because they are on it. Okay, for some of them, they might be watching your profile. I don't know if you blocked them or whatever. Watching your profile from a fake profile that they've created. Oh, sorry about that. They might be even asking their friends to spy on you or to friend you on social media, just in case that your account is private. But they're keeping an eye on you because they're not sure what you're up to. They're not sure what you're up to right now. Okay. All right, so let's get some advice from Spirit, and then we're going to take it to the extended, okay? Spirit, what's the advice for Pile 2? We have the promise, soulmate, attraction, partnership. So it's like they're going through a remembering. They're remembering you. They're remembering the promise that they made to you before you guys came here. They're recognizing this contract that exists between you guys, and they're realizing that they're not going to feel for anyone else what they feel for you. And that's doing a disservice to them, and it's doing a disservice to the person that they're with. All right, what is the energy here? Ooh, star seeds. It says galactic guidance, star family assistance corporation. So it looks like your person's guides, your guys are really working very closely. Looks like my twin flame guides, Rob and Melissa. Yeah, we're working really closely to really get you guys to come together. Come together. All right, let's see what this means. Card number 18. So the 18 is about the unseen, what's happening behind the veil. So know that you guys are receiving a lot of galactic support, angelic support at this time, because they want you guys to succeed, you know. And this image is collected with the galactic Blu-ray. And it says, galactic guidance resonates to the energy of star beings that exist across the multitude of galaxies and also surround and assist with the Gaian transformation. They help in keeping the peace within the galactic federations and the Great Plan. There are more worlds beyond which the eyes can see, and more expansive worlds than the eyes can fathom. These powerful beings of otherworldly origins with positive interest in Gaia also wish to connect with the inhabitants to ensure a peaceful coexistence. So this is a reminder of your purpose in this incarnation, right? So you're not just here to find love and to evolve, but you're also here to assist with the evolution of the planet. Galactic beings wish to connect with you to share their wisdom and advanced technologies. You are also ready to reconnect with Star Family, who will be of great benefit to your future. Open your abilities of telepathy and alternate forms of communication. Listen carefully to signs and messages that are coming through at this time. You are ready to advance, right? So you've gotten to a particular level, and you're ready to move ahead to the next level. And they're saying the best crystals to work with is moldavite, which is about transformation, and meteorites. Well, I guess it's power. And the essential oil that you can work with is neroli. I don't know what that is. Neroli. All right. So, star family, you're getting assistance. You guys are getting help, right? So if this resonates with what you've already been feeling in your psyche, join me in the extended, and we're going to explore this further. I'm going to read your person's channel, the message from you, and then get further messages, see what's happening in their physical environment, etc., etc. Otherwise, I just want to thank you guys for your comments, your likes, your subscribes, cups of coffee, your dislikes. It all helps with the algorithm. And I just appreciate that beautiful energy exchange. Okay? Loves. Take care. Bye. Hey, pal 3, if you chose this, well, it's supposed to be a heart brooch, but it's kind of skewed, kind of crooked. I don't know if you deal with someone kind of crooked. All right, so let's have a look. So today we're asking, what are they thinking and feeling about you? And to get the significator for the energy towards you, I'm using this deck, which is the Gypsy Fuel. I'm tied tongue. So maybe this person doesn't know what to say. The Gypsy Fortunes cards. Underneath the deck, okay. It's a card number 11. And it is in reverse, and it is the snake. Okay. It is the snake. What am I getting? Now the snake in Lenormand, you know, it's always about deception, but the snake can also mean knowledge. Okay, but that's not what I'm getting today. I'm getting today that your person has gone through some sort of injustice, very recent. Everything is still fresh here, fresh and green. Some sort of injustice, some sort of betrayal that has really turned their world upside down and really has them off balance. Okay? It looks like they recently learned that someone that was near and dear to them really screwed them over. And this has really disrupted your person's whole equilibrium, right? They're seeing the world differently. They're seeing everything differently. They're really totally disillusioned. Let's see their energy towards you. Let's have a look. Also in reverse. Card number 31. Ants in love. Yeah, listen. I think right now your person's not stable. I really think that they've had a recent betrayal. Or they could even be thinking that you betrayed them. Could be true. Or it could be that's just their projections. Or it could be that they feel abandoned by you. It could be that they feel abandoned by you. Maybe you left them behind. Maybe you had to choose someone else. Maybe you spent a long time waiting on this person and then you decided, what the hell am I doing? And you chose someone else. Let me see what 31 in reverse is all about. Cupid. And the Tarot Association here is the Lovers. So, this is the Lovers in reverse. So it could definitely mean a choice. And the key word here is actually lust, not love, right? The appearance of the Cupid advises you to consider your options carefully. You may believe that you're in love, but you could be simply infatuated with this new relationship, opportunity, or item that you wish to buy. The best thing for your spirit and inner heart. Is it the best thing for your spirit or inner heart, or does it only satisfy the temporary whims of your fickle mind? And the reverse meaning is The chance to make a choice has been taken out of your, has been taken out of your hands. You have waited too long, and the choice is being made for you. Not making a choice is now is its own decision, and therefore you are still responsible for the consequences of your actions. So this person might have been playing you and somebody else, right? Juggling here, there, and everywhere, and maybe in your eyes refusing to make a choice. But as they said, refusing to make a choice is a choice. And then you're like, you know what? I don't need nobody to choose. I don't need nobody to choose me. I will choose myself. Fuck you. It looks like that's what happened. Maybe you didn't say it in so many words, but then you just decided, you know what? I'm just going to love myself. I don't need anyone to choose and validate me. And maybe this person seems as a betrayal and an opportunity lost. The choice has been made for them. You made the choice. You're like, okay, you can't make up your mind? Let me make up your mind for you. And you just went on your merry way. So now that they're totally discombobulated, because I think you being in their life was part of their stability. Card number 31 reduced to 4. And 4 is about our stability. 4 is about the Emperor. And the Emperor gives form and order to something. So having you in their life was giving this person a sense of security, a sense of order, a sense of rightness, right? They could ride out any other storms that will happen in their life because you were there. There's something about your energy that's very grounding to this person, right? But you also have your own goals, dreams, aspirations, especially when it comes to relationships. And you just chose yourself. You just chose yourself. They thought you would always choose them, but you just chose yourself. So now they don't know what the hell to do. They really feel like they have lost you. So let's get into the tarot. And you've chosen one of my favorite decks, made by our soul sister, Emma. It is the Divine Visions Tarot. And I think she has the second edition to this available on Kickstarter. And she's also working on an Oracle deck. And from the cards that she has already created, it is going to be amazing. So can't wait to purchase that one. Underneath the deck, we have the Three of Wands. Yeah, they procrastinated. That's what I'm getting. They're procrastinating. And you know, procrastination is a form of self-sabotage, right? So they procrastinated. They had you there waiting, and time just freaking ran out. You made a decision to choose yourself, and the universe is like, opportunities closed. Bye. 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 All right, let's see how they're thinking and feeling about you. Yeah, Spirit closed the door. Okay, well, we were leaving the door open, but then the cold started coming in. Bam. Stay outside. Stay outside. The Magician in reverse. And you know what I get from this card? Usually Magician in reverse for me is a master manipulator, but that's not what I'm getting with this card. Today with this card, I feel powerlessness, right? Because it's right here next to the Six of Cups in reverse. They think that they have lost you. We have Five of Pentacles. I'll put it up right. We have the Nine of Cups. Yeah, this had to happen. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it had to happen because they wasn't moving. They weren't moving their bum. They weren't doing anything. Yeah, and Strength card in reverse. Exactly. Powerless, powerless, powerless. Powerless. Right? So this person, I think they just took too long. They just took too long to make a decision, so you made a decision for them. And now they're feeling betrayed. They thought that you would always be there. They thought that when you said, I will love you and I will love you forever or whatever, that meant that you would stay forever. But loving someone and being with someone is two different things, right? We can love people from afar. In fact, some people you have to love from afar. They're just too toxic to be in your energy. And you realize that holding on and holding out and waiting for this person was negatively impacting upon your life. So you chose yourself. And now they don't know what to do to bring this all back together. Okay. This person has been giving their power away to their addictions. Whatever that addiction may be. Was it an addiction to validation and being seen as the nice guy, nice girl, nice thing, whatever it is. Or it could be some kind of substance abuse. Whatever it was, they weren't changing. They weren't working on themselves. They weren't working on being independent. They weren't working on being single. They were just enjoying the best of both worlds. Being able to maintain their addictions and also maintain their connection with you. But it looks like you've changed up the whole dynamic here. And I know what that sounds like. That sounds like the letter that we got in the extended version of pile 2. So if you were drawn to pile 2, check out the extended version, because that's exactly what the person said, that they thought that they could enjoy the best of both worlds. They thought that they can do that. And then you made some kind of master stroke, some kind of power move, and now they're feeling absolutely powerless. And they're here powerless. I feel for this power, maybe there's a third party involved, some sort of karmic energy here. That's 6 of Cups in reverse. Now, the 6 of Cups in reverse is a karmic soulmate, but the 6 of Cups in reverse is also the loss of a soulmate. And I feel this is what they're feeling right now, and this has plunged them into depression. This is what I feel with this. Into depression. I feel also that your person right now, they're spending a lot of time alone. And this is allowing them to reflect upon the toxic and negative patterns that they have been caught up in. The cycles. Remember we saw that Wheel of Fortune at the bottom? They're recognizing the patterns and the cycles that they have been in for so long. So long. I don't think that they would have made that kind of self-examination if you were still in their life. It's like you were their drug, and as long as you were there, they didn't have to look deeply at themselves. They were just riding the waves of that beautiful energy and staying buoyed. But now that they don't have a crutch, they don't have a prop, they have no choice but to face all their feelings and to face all their wounding. I think you were dealing with someone who was a master manipulator and someone who was abusing their power. I get that energy here with the Strength card in reverse. They were abusing the power that they thought that they had over you. I think this person viewed your emotions and attachment to them as your weakness, and I think they preyed upon that for a long time. For a long time. But now you've taken back your power. They don't have any ammunition to use against you. So now they have no choice. They have to face self. Okay? They have to face their codependencies. We have the 8 of Cups in reverse here. And that talks about, kind of a languishing in a toxic pattern. Whether it is substances, whether it is dysfunctional relationships, whether it is your wounding, whether it's your pain, whatever it is that they have been giving their power away to and using as an excuse for their bad behavior, they have to face that now. Because it is these bad behaviors and negative patterns that have caused them to lose you. And the 6 of Cups in reverse tells me that they feel your loss. They feel your loss, and it's right next to the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. It's like with you in their life, they felt strong. They felt like they could do anything. They felt empowered. There's something about you that really built this person's up and really propped up their ego and self-esteem. But you're no longer there doing that. So it's throwing them into some sort of existential crisis. And this is what I'm feeling. They have no choice but to face themselves. So the good thing about this is that this person's finally working on their self-esteem. They're finally healing. They realize that they have to take responsibility for their life. But they may not be telling anybody about this right now, because look at this throat color here. So they're not talking about this right now. And they're not ready to share about their past. Now, your person was only doing to you what other people had done to them and what people have been doing to them since they were a child. People have been manipulating them, using their love and affection against them, so they decided, you know what? I'm going to screw people over before they screw me over. You know, it's that kind of fuck or be fucked any kind of energy. That is exactly what your person, that's what they were doing. Take advantage of them before they take advantage of me. They were trying to survive. And that's no excuse for bad behaviors, but it is a reason. It is a reason. So they've been giving their power away to their pain. And just spreading that pain around. So now that that pain has driven you away, they have no choice but to face it. Because they really felt and are feeling your loss. All right. Let's see what is shifting for your person right now. So we know that they've been plunged into this crisis. They're facing themselves. This is causing a lot of big shifts in their psyche. Let us see what's shifting specifically for your person in terms of, well, whatever comes through. But I'm getting their perspective, you know. For this part, I'll be using this deck. It's called the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. What's shifting for your person? I don't read reversals in this deck unless I'm called to. Independence. Yeah. They're working on their self-esteem. Before they relied on you to put them on a pedestal, but now they're putting themselves on a pedestal and recognizing their self-worth. Okay. The way they treated you is the way that they treated themselves. Okay. It's the way that they treated themselves. So now that they're treating themselves better, now that they're focusing on their health care, their self-care, and now that they are seeing their worth, they are also seeing your worth as well. So they're working on their independence. For some of them, they might be working to get single, okay? To get financial independent, really get on their feet, stand on their feet, be able to navigate in life on their own so they're not depending on somebody else for their happiness and for their survival. For some of them, they might be moving out of maybe their parents' home or another home they may have shared with somebody else. But this is like a break for freedom. Even though it doesn't look like it, I still get Statue of Liberty vibes, you know? And that's all about being free. All right, so what's shifting for your person right now? We have companionship. Interesting. It's card number 7. We have protection. We have exaltation. And we have risk. So what's shifting for your person right now? Well, the first one says companionship. So their inner circle, the people who they trust, this is shifting. Because they're realizing that some of these people that they call friends, some of these people that they call lovers, these people that they call partners, don't have their back at all. At all. And do not wish the best for them. So they are shifting. Not only that, your person is raising their consciousness. Okay? And when we raise our consciousness, those who are not in alignment or vibration, who are not aligned to us or on the same level as us, they get eliminated. So through that process of vibrational elimination, that's what we're going to call it, right? Your person's whole circle is changing. The persons who are going to be attracted to them are going to change. The persons who want to spend time in their company are going to change, right? They're just not a vibrational match anymore, and they're forging new alliances and new collaborations as well, because now they're attracting high vibrational persons into their orbit. Okay? What else is changing? I think there is something about you that made this person feel very protected, but in a kind of motherly kind of way. So I think your person has a huge mother wound, right? And they were searching for that love, that protection, that nurturance from you. But now they're seeing that they can protect themselves. They can nurture themselves. And maybe they were also getting this from other people. But now they're seeing that they can do that themselves. And that they always have the love and protection from the universe. And maybe what represents the universe for your person? Maybe they have a power animal. Maybe your person identifies with big cats. So lions, tigers, panthers, jaguars, that kind of thing. So your person realizes that they don't need the protection or stability of anyone else. That they have the protection and stability from the universe. And this is, raising them to a whole new level of joy. We have a card number 1 here, and then we have 2. So there's definitely a progression here. Your person is like in this bliss state. They're finding their own joy. They're finding their own bliss. They're finding a new love and appreciation for life. I don't know. There's something about this card that kind of screams like sacred geometry. So they're also finding joy in their spiritual self, in their evolution. This might be someone who has their moon in Taurus. Yeah, moon in Taurus. So they're enjoying all the good things in life. But from a kind of sacred kind of aspect. This is not indulgence. This is just like an appreciation. And they're taking big risks. They're taking big risks. I really think they're freeing themselves from some sort of third-party situation here. Okay? I think before they were afraid of the repercussions of, leaving a third party or something like that. But now they're willing to take the risk. And this is them releasing fear and going after what they want. Going after their slice of the pie. Recognizing that they deserve happiness. So this is someone who's preparing to take a leap of faith here. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Let's see what is happening spiritually to your person. This is my deck, the Twin Experience. what's happening spiritually to your person right now? So a lot of big changes, internal changes happening for your person, but you know, whatever happens on the inside will eventually happen on the outside. So that's why we see the change in their friendship group, their social group. Everything that's happening on the outside of them is attracting a new experience. Underneath the deck, we have third eye chakra. Yeah, they are following their intuition at this time. Oh, what else wanted to come out? Yeah, and they're following the signs, the breadcrumbs left for them by the universe. We have synchronicities here. Okay, so they are tapped in. What do we have here? We have yearning. So I think they're yearning, and there's a lot of sexual energy that's coming through. We also have sacred union here as well. All right, so they're coming into alignment. What's happening spiritually to your person? Well, we told you sexual chemistry. Sexual chemistry. What else? We have smelling your scent. And maybe they are smelling colognes. I mean, perfume. Well, perfume, cologne, flowers. Maybe it might even be food that reminds them of you. Some kind of comforting food, maybe like bread baking or something like that reminds them, because you're wholesome. Or they might, be smelling your like intimate smells. I don't know, because it is right next to sexual chemistry. We have here astral projection. So some of them might even be practicing some of their spiritual gifts. They might even be astral projecting to you in the nighttime. So maybe you, in the dream state, you've been having some very intense sexual encounters. It may not be dreams. It may not be dreams. This person's realizing that they have a lot of spiritual power. They have a lot of spiritual power. We have here shadow self. So I do think right now we got the message, but we're getting the confirmation here again that they've been doing a lot of shadow work. Okay, they are in full recognition of their shadow, and the first part of recovery is admittance and recognition. So they are here, right? I do think that they're having a lot of paranormal experiences, psychic experiences. Some of these are conscious and some of these are unconscious things that are happening to them. I do think that your person has a lot of powerful spiritual energy that they are exploring at this time. Maybe they're not telling anyone about it, but they want to see how much gifts. Oh, that's why with this 9 of Cups energy, I feel like all the cups are gifts. They want to see how much gifts that they have, and they are really focusing on developing their psychic skills. They are being reminded of you at every turn. For some of you, they're definitely smelling your scent. But to take this even broader, whatever synchronicities they are getting, it always leads them back to you. It's like they cannot escape you. You're surrounding them just like a smell. You're everywhere. You're surrounding them, and they just cannot escape you and the memories of you and how you feel and how you make them feel. Especially with this sexual chemistry. And masculine energy, again, whether it is in a male body or female body, or if they don't want to be identified or whatever. Masculine energy, their most receptive chakra, until they have a heart awakening, is the sacral chakra. This is where they're most willing to receive love. Okay? So this sexual chemistry, I think, is going a long way in really powering that heart awakening, because I'm seeing, they're showing me a visual of that energy moving from sacral chakra and moving up to the heart. It's a kind of kundalini energy. All right, let's find out, what does their 3D self want you to know right now? What does their 3D self want you to know right now? And underneath the deck, we have karmic and we have the handcuffs. Again, two things. Your person may feel trapped with a third party right now. Okay. And they're learning some tough lessons with this third party. But for others of you, this karmic, it represents an energy. And I feel, because I see handcuffs here, it's something that's gotten them into trouble in the past. For some of you, your person might have been deep in some sort of substance addiction and might have even been arrested for it. For others of you, they feel chained to some sort of sexual addiction, okay, with his handcuffs there, and maybe it might be BDSM or something like that. They feel chained to that, they feel bound to that lifestyle. And there's nothing wrong with having a healthy sex life that includes that sort of expression. But when it becomes an obsession and it disrupts your life, then we got a problem, okay? So there's something that your person feels bound to. Maybe it might be embodied in a person right now, but it's really an energy that they are bound to. What do they want you to know? We have divine timing. So they know the clock is ticking. They know, okay? They know the clock is ticking and they feel like they have to act right now. Now, they are in recognition of this soul contract, but they are allowing themselves to be led by spirit, and they're trusting that time will not run out for whatever is destined. What else do they want you to know? So they know the clock is ticking. They do know. But they know that they can't just rush in. There are things that they need to deal with. They need to deal with their addictions before they come and cause further complications in your life. So you guys have a very telepathic connection. They are receiving messages from you. Right, mirror neurons. I was like, why is this looking familiar? Mirror neurons. I was doing I was learning metaphysical anatomy technique, and they were talking about the mirror neurons, and it can tell you a lot, especially mirror neurons on the left side will tell you a lot about your relationship with your mother. And the mirror neurons on the right side will tell you a lot about the relationship with your father. These neurons that are highlighted here on the left side, which is the mother energy, nurturing aspect, and feminine energy. So, and because the word mirror is there, I feel like you guys are mirroring each other at this time. Maybe you guys are going through or processing the same wounding, but they are receiving your messages. It says multidimensional connection, feeling each other's emotions, mind reading, connected through space and time, pure communication. So they know exactly what you're feeling. You are picking up accurately on what they are feeling. So trust yourself, okay? Because it looks like they are well activated. What do they want you to know? And they're heartbroken. Heartbroken in terms that they have been betrayed, but also, I'm also seeing this as them being cracked open to love, them being cracked open to spirit. It says intense sadness, grieving. Well, we saw that here, right? Intense sadness, grieving, loss, separation, regrets, betrayal, crying, mourning. So they are feeling your loss, okay? But they need to feel this. They were taking your love and your affection for granted. So this is the tables being turned, and them really getting to a place of total appreciation of what you have always brought to the table. Everything that is happening should be happening. This is divine plan. We have obstacles. Okay, So there are obstacles, and it says here karma, soul contracts. So this person could be with a karmic, but the real obstacle is them learning the lessons that they need to learn in order to be a vibrational match to you, in order for their own evolution and soul ascension. So they might be getting a red light from spirit right now, but it is because there are important lessons that they need to learn, or else they will come back into your life and make a mess of things. And they don't want that. They respect you and regard you too much for that. So they're focusing on themselves and the healing that they need to do right now. Okay, so let me get some advice if you're not able to join me in the extended. But if you are able to join me in the extended, I have a letter, a channeled letter from your person. So we're going to get that. Then we're going to look at what else they want to tell you. Get some more messages. We're going to look at what's happening in their physical environment at this time. We're going to see what's going to be their next actions towards you within a month of you watching this reading. And then we're going to close off with some more advice. But if you can't join me in the extended, let me give you some advice from Spirit right now. What is the advice from Spirit? We have here sanctuary. It says healing and comfort, faith and restoration. And I feel this is what you offer to your person. It's like you are a sanctuary, a safe place for them to rest. And you really catalyzed their healing. But I'm getting as well that this is something that you also need to do at this time. I'm noticing the scepter that she has in her hand has a green ball. So spirits are saying right now, you need to be healing your heart as well. Okay? And becoming more receptive to love, you know. So the advice here is crown portal. It says divinity, unity, and separation. So what I'm getting from this is separation is only an illusion. You guys are forever connected, always connected. We did see the telepathy coming through here. You guys are one, okay? And you have always been one. This separation that you're seeing, it's truly an illusion, and Spirit is asking you to trust the downloads that you are getting about this connection, okay? Trust your own intuition, right? But everything that is happening should be happening. This is a card number 8. So it's happening to push both of you guys into your power and strength. But let me read the message here. So it has crown portal, and it's saying this is connected with the right crown color ray. You know, we're all from different rays, right? It says, establishing a divine connection with source energy, God, and the discovery of your spirituality is a vital part of the soul. And I feel this is what your person's going through, but you also have some more lessons to learn with this as well. The crown portal represents a part of your consciousness that is concerned with perceptions of unity or separation. It ensures a loving connection to universal source of energy and with the world and humanity as a whole. You are awakening to your own divinity, but I feel this happening for your person too. Allow yourself to expand and see your situation in the light of unification for all. So Spirit is saying you have to see the higher perspective about why this has happened. Not just for them, but also for your connection, and also for their family line, your family line, and also for the world. Okay? And everybody that your person encounters or who their life touches. It's happening for all of them. And see your situation in the light of unification of all that is. Know that you are connected with everything and everyone. You are not separate from source, no matter how challenging things may appear. Spirit is trying to communicate with you, so be open and start listening to the messages. Expansion and divine connections will be coming forth for you. Definitely, right? We saw that. Go directly to God for answers. And the best crystal to use right now is Hekama Diamond, and the best essential oil to use right now is Palmarosa. Okay? So Spirit is saying make sure that crown chakra is all polished and shiny, because Spirit is trying to connect with you and your person is connecting with you. Okay? right? They have messages for your guidance, for your evolution, for your purpose, and that's where they want you to put your focus right now. So if you're able, join me in extended. If not, just thank you. Thank you for everything. There are millions of readers on YouTube, all right? And still you're here, listening to me, putting your like, your dislike, your comment, buying cups of coffee, supporting the Coalition for Domestic Violence in my country through your donations, and just helping our community expand and grow. And I'm grateful. Thank you. All right, my love, so take care.